Hey everybody, I'm TJ.
I'm Judy.
And welcome to another exciting action-packed adventure with Judy and TJ's Midlife Adventures. Tonight, my friends, we are going to Sin City, Las Vegas, Nevada, and you guys are coming along with us. Does this drive anybody else crazy? You've been sitting on the plane stops, you're sitting back by the wing, so you know it's going to be a good 7, 8, 9 minutes before it's your turn to walk out, and people stand up and make like they're going to bum rush the door. I don't get it. What can I say about Southwest Airlines? We've had nothing but good experiences with them. I know they've been struggling lately with canceled flights and labor shortages and what have you. But I'm happy to report on this particular occasion, we had absolutely no issues. Now, we haven't been to Las Vegas in 25, 26 years. We kind of lost count. And let me tell you, it has changed. That airport is ginormous. One of the things you'll find is it is set up not too differently than a casino, meaning there are flashing lights, television screens, advertisements everywhere. So if you're like me and have a little bit of an adult ADD, did I say that right? You know what I mean. Attention deficit disorder, believe me, it can be very distracting. However, stay focused, keep your head down. You shouldn't have any trouble navigating through either one of the terminals. In here you can see just how much stuff is going on, and oh yeah, you got to find your luggage as well. To the left there's slot machines, bars, you name it, and not to mention all kinds of people walking around just as lost as you are, so don't feel bad. I mean, really, look at all this stuff. How is anybody supposed to focus on the task at hand? Eventually, we were able to find our luggage, which, in truth, wasn't all that difficult. And after that, it was time to get a ride to our hotel, which was really a short distance away, with the Las Vegas airport being right in the middle of town. However, since you can't drive across an active runway in an Uber or a taxi, it does take you a little bit of time to get where you're going. Now, the way they have their setup is pretty cool. This is indoors in the parking garage, and rather than have you stand outside on the curb, they've dedicated an entire floor on this terminal. I'm sure the other one's the exact same way, with 4 different lanes lettered A, B, C, and D as to where you wait for your ride share. All right, this is pretty neat. So they have this set up, since this is a super busy airport, this is the Uber and Lyft pickup. So they have lane A, which is right here in front, row C, D, and E. I'm not exactly sure how your driver lets you know which one he's in. I guess he sends you a message when he pulls up, but our driver's only 7 minutes away. And we do get to ride in a Mercedes-Benz. That's kind of cool. So it looks like they all pull in from this direction, then they cycle through and pull up into here. So pretty cool. Looks like it's fairly organized. Everybody's sitting in here staring at their telephones, waiting for the driver to tell them which lane they pull up in. Pretty cool. After a short wait and figuring out a communication barrier that was totally on my part because I didn't know what terminal we were in, it was a short Uber ride to the Westgate International, which used to be the Hilton International. And you can't miss it because there's a ginormous poster of Barry Manilow on the front of the building. You can kind of see it right there. Now, in the foreground, that is the Las Vegas monorail that runs the entire length of the Strip. It even makes a little jiggity jog off the Strip, which is where we were staying here at the Westgate. But allows you to travel the entire distance of the Strip without having to take a taxi or an Uber. And we didn't end up utilizing it, but I think it was only like $7 or $8 for the entire day. Pretty good deal, in my opinion. You know, we took a little different format on this video. We didn't really have a story to tell or have really any idea what we were going to shoot. We were just going to show up, turn the camera on, shoot some video, and then it was my job when we get back home to try to figure out how to piece together something that may be interesting. So what you're going to be watching here is kind of just kind of a sights and sounds and a people watching situation. We aren't reviewing anything. We didn't go to any shows or that. In fact, we spent most of our time hanging out in the pool in the daytime, just kind of walking up and down the Strip in the evening, as you'll see here in a little bit. So just kind of sit back, relax. If you like people watching, you should enjoy a lot of this video. And you know, if you see anything that you've been to or you've seen or you've experienced, leave a comment down below. We'd love to hear what your take on that is. Right here, we're walking into the lobby of the Westgate. To the right, there's a casino. There's Barry Manilow, at least in 2 dimensions. The Westgate, as I mentioned earlier, used to be the Hilton. And this is where Elvis Presley did his long residency in the 1970s. A little bit further into the building, you can't really see it in this shot, but it's way down at the end of that hallway. There is a bronze statue of Elvis, which you can keep your picture taken with. It's always kind of cool. But right now, it's Barry Manilow who's doing the residency. And although we didn't go, we understand that it is a very popular show.
Good morning, everybody. This is the view at a little after 9 a.m. Las Vegas time out our window. The big sign right out front for the Westgate, that happens to be where we're staying, as I'm probably sure we've already told you. But it is absolutely gorgeous out here. If you look to the right, you'll see the MGM Grand. To the left of that, about the center of the screen, is the Trump Hotel and Resort. And back behind that, that beautiful mountain range. Just gorgeous. Desert is so pretty. Little pano, the airport right out there. That you can't get out of. Don't know if you can see it, lower left-hand corner is the swimming pool. We're about to go get something to eat. A little breakfast at the buffet, and then we're going to head out to that pool for a little while. And we're going to take you guys with us. So, Judy's getting her shoes on. Let's get out of here.
But the really only thing I can think of that's, I wouldn't call it a negative, it just is what it is. I'm going to say is 5 more times. It's so dry here. It's very dry. So you wake up feeling like you took too much allergy medicine. Just like that. Let's get out of here. Fairly sure. I got a key, but... Definitely probably get some water. I wonder if they have water on the buff. Or the buff's got some water in it. All right.
I don't know about you, but watching two people eat food off of a buffet is not my idea of entertainment. So we are going to skip our trip to the breakfast buffet, and we're going to go right down to the 3rd floor elevator and walk out to the pool deck. Now, if you look to the right, and we'll get a little better shot of this in just a minute, you can also see it there on the left. You're going to notice a artificial grass area. Well, those are actually rooms. Now, I learned this from watching Travel Ruby, who does an amazing job of reviewing just about every hotel on the Strip, all the casinos. I'll leave a link below. Her channel is fantastic. We learned a lot watching that before we headed down to Vegas. But if you look right there, you can see those are the balconies of the rooms on this floor. From the way Ruby explained it, and I hope I get this right, those rooms are not available for reservations. You have to upgrade to those when you get there. And unfortunately, there weren't any available when we checked in. We're going to try and grab one. That building right in front of us is the spa and gym, which is all located right there on the 3rd floor. And to the left behind those, you will find the tennis courts, and I believe they even have a few pickleball courts as well. Apparently that game is sweeping the nation. But as you look here, this is really nice. There were some people that had adjoining rooms there that were kind of doing just a little get-together party thing, which is fantastic because you're right there. You got your privacy. You've got all your stuff right there. It's almost like having your own pool in the backyard of your house because you're so close to your room. Now, if you've never been to Vegas or you haven't been in a while, there's one thing you need to know. Literally everything in Las Vegas is designed to liberate money from your pocket and to put into theirs. This is just how Vegas is. People, you're not going there to be thrifty. It's very difficult, very challenging. One of the things I did like about the Westgate, though, was there was no fee for renting chairs or lounge chairs to lay out by the pool. Now, if you wanted to get a day bed and have poolside service, well, then that was going to cost you a few bucks. But outside of that, just regular, lounge chairs and umbrellas were available on a first-come, first-served basis. If you walk into the pool, you're going to show this gentleman your card. That's where they ensure that you are indeed a guest there. And they, of course, they have free towels, so you don't have to worry about bringing a towel down. And by the time we got there, most of the things were filled up, but we were still able to find a nice umbrella and a couple of chairs. You can see there's the day beds right there beside you to the right. Those are available for rent. And then straight ahead, there is a snack bar and a full bar. So literally, you don't have to leave this area once you get down there, and that's what we tried to do. There's Judy on the right, and there's our friend Jason Ocho Rowley, who was in preparation for his first UFC fight and told his wife Laura. And of course, there's my beautiful wife Judy. She's so gorgeous. But here's the pool. It was just a terrifically relaxing afternoon. Nothing to do. Enjoyed a couple of fruity boat drinks, we'll call them, or as Jimmy Buffett would call them, and just soaked up some sunshine and enjoyed some people watching. This was pretty much what we did the entire day part of our first day in Vegas. You're looking at it right there.
Couldn't pass up the opportunity to show you this view either. This is looking back towards the east and the south. See the stratosphere through there. I'll zoom in a little bit. There you go.
We're going to take a little walk down the casino level, which is floor number 1 here. We're coming out of the North Tower. Now you see guest services there to your left. You will see these scattered throughout the resort at the Westgate. Those are timeshare pitch places. Their goal is to, hey, have you got your free gift? They'll holler at you as you walk by. And your free gift is, could be anything. I don't know. I didn't stop and talk to them long enough to find out. But essentially, they're getting you to sign up to sit through a timeshare presentation. There's another one up here you're going to see on your left as you walk in the door. They grab you as you're trying to check in. Oh, hey, you want express check-in? Come over here. We got some VIP stuff for you and all that. And essentially, all of it's contingent upon you sitting down and listening to a 2 or 3 hour timeshare pitch. Once I made it clear that's not why we were here, they kind of left us alone. But as you can see, it looks just like a shopping mall. I mean, that place that was right back there was nothing but socks. There to the right, all headphones and audio components. There to the left, you can see the other timeshare pitch place. There is a convenience store inside of the Westgate, and it's priced about what you'd expect to find in a resort. Everything's a little more expensive. There was a gas station or convenience store literally right across the street. So, unless you're just in a pinch, you can save yourself a couple of bucks by loading up on your, snacks and soda or energy drinks or whatever it is you want to have in your room by going across the street. But outside of that, we enjoyed our stay. The rooms were very clean, comfortable, air conditioning worked, hot shower. Showers are beautiful. Not a bad thing to say about the Westgate. Here's the casino floor, the main casino floor. Again, if you've been inside of one casino, you pretty much have seen them all. There's not a lot of variety there. You might see some different carpeting or some different architecture inside, but you got your slot machines scattered around, and your table games, and blackjack, and some new games that when you start talking about cowboy blackjack, and I call these made-up games because they aren't your traditional games. And I guess they're supposed to make it easier for people. I don't know what it is. I don't know if they're supposed to be easier to play or what, but kind of my rule of thumb when it comes to gambling, I certainly don't do very much of it, but if I don't understand the game, I'm certainly not going to put any of my money on a wager with that game. As we're walking ahead, it's going to take us to the sports book, which if you've never been inside of a Las Vegas sports book, oh my God, it is it's just the most distracting thing I've ever seen in my life. It's just giant, huge TV screens everywhere with every imaginable sport from every corner of the country on the planet that's up there, and they have the availability for you to wager on it. Amazing. To the right, which you're not going to see in this shot though, is what I call the bar food. It's where they have their pizza stand, a burger stand, where you just kind of grab some, I call it bar food, while you're sitting in there, watching the sports and, checking your bets. This is the buffet that they have for breakfast. They only do a breakfast buffet. $27 to sit in there and eat. I'm of the opinion that kind of encourages people to overeat, which is never a good thing. So we just did that one stop. Here's going to be just a couple of pictures I took with my iPhone 13, just kind of show you how nice the area is out by the pool and the building itself. But after this, we're going to get dressed up, hit the shower, grab a little dinner, and we are going to hit the Strip. That's what everybody wants to see in Vegas, is the Strip. So, friends, we are going to show you the Las Vegas Strip. Check it out. Here we go.
See the sky.